The Originator Connect Network, the nation's largest producer of mortgage events, is about fostering a community founded on professionalism, collaboration, and personal and professional growth, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Christine Stewart. It's been a tough year for everyone in the mortgage industry, but especially independent mortgage bankers. We just didn't know how bad until last week when the MBA released its latest data. The MBA says IMBs reported a net loss of $624 on each loan they originated in the third quarter. That's almost 8 times the $82 per loan reported in the second quarter. An official with the MBA called the numbers sobering. Those numbers are bad, but servicing seems to be a silver lining. With prepayments and delinquencies low, mortgage servicing has been the difference for many companies between profitable or not. There's been a lot of confusion out there in the market, especially for the newest generation of potential homeowners. Our own Sarah Wallach talks to the CEO of Lemon Brew about how to help young buyers.
This is a time to really educate the consumer and spend that extra time to understand what their goals are, what their budget is, kind of walking them off the ledge.
Consumers, especially Gen Z, are confused about how to navigate a topsy-turvy housing market. Over half of Gen Z buyers have backed out of their home contracts so far this year due to home buying anxiety.
A lot of what I'm seeing right now is a little bit of just like lack of knowledge and education on mortgage in particular. That's the biggest piece of home buying.
Samir Dedhia is the CEO of Lemon Brew, and he's seen his fair share of young homebuyers get cold feet. A looming recession, skyrocketing mortgage rates, and home costs are confusing them on whether to buy or stay put.
I think it's hard for them who have zero experience in buying, right? That's one challenge I see. And a lot of times they're relying on their parents or relatives who have bought probably 20, 30 years ago.
Dedhia says that right now, young buyers are facing a lot of misinformation surrounding the housing market. Their parents bought from an entirely different market, and they can't offer them timely advice. But there are ways that Gen Z can be helped.
What loan officers need to really focus on is, number one, positivity. Number two, education.
Dedhia says that more than ever, now is the time to educate Gen Z buyers. He also says that most times, loan officers need to remind younger clients about the larger picture.
And we say this in our company, like, this is your forever home, not your forever loan. So you're not going to keep this loan forever. There's going to be opportunities to refinance in the future.
You will be able to read more about how Gen Z is navigating their housing contracts in the upcoming edition of Mortgage Banker magazine. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Sarah Wallach.
Thanks, Sarah. Coming up, inflation is cooling, but are we safe from a possible recession?
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.nemortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.nemortgageexpo.com.
Welcome back. We've seen some positive numbers from the economy recently, but experts still think we're headed for a recession. Fannie Mae's Economic and Strategic Group says the economy will shrink in the fourth quarter, making growth for the year flat. This despite GDP rebounding at an annualized rate of 2.6% in the previous quarter. The ESR Group also thinks that the trend will continue as the calendar turns, tipping us into a modest recession through the middle of next year. They are also forecasting that the labor market strength will force the Fed to raise interest rates again at its meeting next month. So what does this mean for the housing market? Fannie Mae's economists are predicting nearly 5.7 million single-family home sales by the end of the year, but that will dip to 4.4 million next year. The ESR Group does forecast home sales to jump back up to 5.25 million in 2024. Because economists expect mortgage rates to come down slightly and inventory to keep improving. We'll be right back with what else is interesting today.
The Originator Connect Network, connecting you to the story of your success. Find an event near you at originatorconnectnetwork.com.
Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. With October featuring rising mortgage rates and falling home affordability, sales of existing homes retreated for the 9th straight month. That's according to the National Association of Realtors. In October, 24% of homes received over the asking price. However, homes sitting on the market for more than 120 days saw prices reduced by an average of 15.8%. The median price for all types of existing homes in October was $379,100. That's up 6.6% from last October. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.